Headline: Commanders set to reveal bold new look with upcoming uniform announcement. The reveal is coming July 9th.
Wow.
Next week.
Saw that on the news this morning.
You're going to have an update to the alternate Commanders uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
According to a report from sportslogos.net, yes, that's actually a thing, the Commanders will be the first of several teams to unveil their new alternate helmet and jersey July 9th. The report says, quote, our sources have indicated the Washington Commanders will be the first to reveal a new alternate helmet and jersey on July 9th. The team confirmed the report's accuracy a short time later. So we're asking you at 800-636-1067, what are you hoping to see with this alternate uniform release that's coming next week? Now, J.P. Finley is brought up in this article. He recalled and shared a clip on social media of Josh Harris stating this offseason, quote, you're going to see us head back towards honoring our past and bringing it together with our future, end quote, when discussing the new alternate uniform. This is big news. This is just huge. There are going to be tweaks to the alternate uniform, alternate helmet coming out in less than a week.
Yeah. You think it's going to look a lot like the old Skins uniform?
I don't know if it's going to be that or a tweak on like what they did when they went away from the original uniform. Just
right.
Kind of repurpose it a little bit. I'd love to see it look almost exactly like the old uniforms, but then they would do something obviously different with the helmet.
Like just the W, right? On the helmet.
I don't know if they're going to I don't know if the W is going to be featured on the new helmet. Like there were
talks of what?
And there were photos of Jaden Daniels in a photo shoot of him holding a spear.
The spear.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the spear is part of the new helmet and rebranding.
We talked about this last week.
Back in the past.
That's a good point.
I think the key for a lot of fans is when you look at that jersey, which we have in studio right now, Jonathan Allen, it doesn't appear to be the same burgundy. I know some people swear it's the same burgundy, but that it's like some sort of trick to your eyes. But they got to put the gold back on. The gold will make the burgundy pop again. So go back. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to go back as close as they can to the old uniforms.
I mean, I would love to see the old pants with the big, fat, thick stripe down the side, like they used to wear.
What about yellow face mask?
Yellow face mask on the current helmet? I don't think that's enough of a tweak. I think you're going to see something that's just different than what you're used to.
Yeah, you're looking forward to that.
What happens if it's the RG3 throwback where they wore the fake brown leather helmets? You guys remember that?
No. Brown leather helmets?
Yes. There was a game in like 2012 or 2013 where they wore these throwback uniforms, and then they wore fake leather helmets.
A college team did that too. Like maybe Illinois did that. Like
I think maybe the Redskins did it first.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly, but
yeah.
And they may have done it again and then got rid of the leather helmet.
You mean this one here?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I do kind of remember that. Those are pretty cool. I actually like that.
Because the helmet is what's going. Here's what's interesting. They can't keep the one with the W on it because that's not a throwback. But they can't use the one with the Redskins on it. They can't use the R with the feathers on it.
Right.
So what throwback helmet are they going to use?
I'm telling you, it might be the spear that Sonny Jurgensen wore.
But why can't you use the W helmet with the throwback jersey? Everything has to be coordinated. You have to have a throwback helmet,
isn't it?
Not necessarily. I'm telling you, there are some people that swear that this jersey is the same color. That if you put them side by side, that it's
they're colorblind.
Colorblind.
It's not. Yeah,
it's not.
It's not even close.
What does a spear have to do with Commanders, though? So the jerseys look exactly like the Redskins uniform, but has nothing to do with the new name. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why it's intriguing as to what it's going to look like. What sort of like are they going to bring back an older design and kind of put a new, fresher twist on it? I don't know. I mean, why else would Jaden
be holding a spear?
Pictured holding a spear like in a photo shoot from a couple weeks ago?
Well, remember they
It's
tried
a
to say
huge
it
Easter
was
egg.
like a Roman spear. It was the whole set was like a Roman.
It was
theme.
like Roman gladiator type.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
What about this idea, Cakes? So you have basically the old Redskins uniform, all right?
Yeah.
The same color combinations,
Right.
the same script for the numbers, the same stripe down the pants,
Like it. Just
same sheen on the helmets.
Yep.
Except it just doesn't have a logo. It's a logoless helmet, kind of like the Browns helmet.
Hate it. I hate this idea. Sorry, but I mean, look, you're thinking outside of the box. My helmet's got to have. It's got to have
something on it.
Yeah, it's got to have something.
Well, they could just wear the Washington football team uniforms. Everyone liked them with the Alabama helmets.
Yeah, numbers on the helmet. Maybe instead of just it being straight burgundy, you have the numbers.
I would bet my
football
money
team.
This crew is not going to do a throwback to just a couple years ago. They're going to throw back to the glory days when they were winning Super Bowls. That's what this crew of Rails, Josh Harris, and Mark Ein, they want to connect with the nostalgia of the glory days when they were winning Super Bowls.
They can't.
You better have a chief on the helmet if you want to connect with those people.
I think you might be able to do the uniform with the same old helmet.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Hold
That's
on,
what they wore a few years
switch
ago.
the uniform and keep the current helmet.
Yes.
I think they're going to have something different on it. I don't know what it is quite yet. I think the spear is the leader in the clubhouse, if I had to guess.
But I would agree that they definitely want to go back to the old colors, the original colors.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Get back
the
to
helmet will
majoring
be-
in burgundy and gold.
But the helmet will be, that's the big question.
Yeah. 800-636-1067. There will be a new uniform, alternate uniform, and helmet unveiled by the Commanders next week on July 9th, less than a week away. What are you hoping to see in that unveiling? Is there something that you have to have? Is there like a deal breaker, something you don't want to see? 800-636-1067 is the number. Can't have just a boring like Penn State or Notre Dame helmet with nothing on it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's got to be some sort of logo on the helmet.
The word usage that the Commanders used was alternate.
Yeah.
They didn't say throwback.
Mm-hmm.
You can use an alternate or a throwback uniform.
Yep, you're right.
So I think you can have up to 4 uniforms. Or maybe they won't wear the black. I'm not sure how that's going to work this year. But they didn't say throwback. They said alternate.
Yeah.
I wonder how many times they'll wear it. Will they wear it 4 times?
Probably once.
What if they went with like a gold helmet with burgundy W?
W.
You just flip the color scheme.
You love gold. You wanted them to be the Washington gold.
It was one of my brainstorms, JP. It was not well received when I came up with it.
But maybe you could wow people with this idea of yours.
Maybe. I have lost steam though and thinking that they'll be rebranded to the Washington Gold. I don't see that happening.
Mm-mm.
Pretty sure that will never happen.
I think you've lost steam in general that they're going to change the name.
There may be something to that.
I know you're not paying out the bet yet, but
No, I'm not paying out the bet. I think I have till 2027 for that bet, if my memory serves correct. Memory's a little faulty at times, but I think I'm correct on that. All right, let's go to Dennis in Reston. Dennis, you're on with the Junks on an open line Thursday. Thank you for the call.
Hello, good morning, guys. How you
Good morning.
doing?
Hello,
What's up, Dennis?
Dennis.
What's up, Dennis?
Okay, as far as the uniform thing goes, I mean, as long as they keep the uniform basically the same, I mean, you know, the same basically, the burgundy and gold pants, I like that. The one thing I don't like, though, and I don't dig it at all, is, well, first of all, you guys already know, because I've been calling in you guys a long time, that the name, the original name change just blew me away because I'm such an old Redskins fan that I still don't like the name Commanders. But when you have the name Commanders and you throw a spear on the helmet, I mean, how stupid is that? That's all I have to say. I would be happy if they they keep the name and keep the W on the helmet. You know, the uniform is going to be what it is. They're just going to do that. The reason I call guys is, I told you guys this when I called in. I said, I wish you guys would devote the remainder of your show today, not on the uniforms, not on anything else. And I know I keep bringing this up. You guys need to talk about the McLaurin thing. Okay, what is this new crap I'm reading about Terry McLaurin wanting, or not wanting, but possibly being sent to the New England Patriots.
Dennis, stop.
I know what you're going to say already, but we need to put pressure on this team.
Okay, hold on. Predict what Cakes is going to say.
Predict what I'm going to say.
Huh?
You just said you know what we're going to say, so predict what Cakes is going to say.
Well, okay. I think you're going to just say. I think you're going to say to me, "Well, Dennis, it's going to be what it's going to be," or something like that. I don't know what you're going to say, but come on.
No,
man.
Dennis. Here's exactly what I'm going to say.
Why are you buying into these stupid, invalid reports?
You know what? Because I don't really buy into it. But if these guys are. Why are these guys acting so stupid and putting all this bull crap out on the internet? And
You're
stuff?
falling for clickbait, Dennis.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say to you.
Yeah.
Don't fall for it.
You're falling for clickbait. It's not real. It's not coming from reliable sources.
Maybe I am. But you know what? The team needs to get the job done.
They will.
They need to get the job done. It's as simple as that.
They will.
All right. Thank you, Dennis. We will send a memo to Adam
Lower
Peters.
the blood pressure. It's July 4th weekend, bro.
Yeah, it's a holiday coming up.
Just
We're
chill
celebrating our country's independence.
Yeah.
Come on, Dennis. Simmer down a little bit.
You need to start talking about McLaurin. We talk about McLaurin every 20 minutes. I mean, come on.
All right.
And he's not going to the Pats.
No, it's not happening. 800-636-1067 is the number. The Commanders are going to unveil alternate uniforms and helmet next week. What do you want to see when that happens? We'll continue to take your calls on an Open Line Thursday next here on The Fan.